Hey DIYers and creators, welcome back to the channel. Whether you're a woodworker, crafter, home improvement enthusiast, or all-around maker, having the right tools can make or break your projects. Today, I'm sharing my top 5 must-have DIY essentials, the tools that I personally rely on for efficiency, precision, and creativity. These are the tools that have earned their place on my workbench, the ones I reach for again and again, no matter what I'm building. We're going to get into the details of what makes them great and why you need them in your shop. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which tools to invest in to boost your DIY game and make your projects easier, faster, and more fun. Make sure to watch till the end because I'll also share some bonus tips on how to get the best value when buying DIY tools. Before we begin, hit that like button if you love DIY projects. Subscribe for more DIY hacks, tool reviews, and project ideas. Drop a comment below. What's your must-have DIY tool? Alright, let's dive right in. We're starting with the tool that I think is the most important in any shop, the cordless drill. Honestly, I can't imagine working without one. I use mine for everything. Why do you need a cordless drill? Well, first off, freedom. Being tethered to an outlet limits what you can do and where you can do it. Cordless drills free you from that constraint. Plus, modern cordless drills are more powerful than ever. You won't believe the torque you can get out of these things. So what should you look for when choosing a cordless drill? Well, power is important, and that's measured in voltage. For most DIY projects around the house and shop, look for at least an 18-volt drill. That'll give you enough power to get through most wood, and even some light metal work. Battery life is another big one. You don't want to be caught in the middle of a project with a dead battery. These days, lithium-ion batteries are the standard, and for good reason. They hold a charge longer and recharge faster than older battery technologies. Variable speed control is essential for precision work. You need to be able to dial in the right speed for drilling different materials. And don't underestimate the convenience of a keyless chuck. It lets you swap drill bits quickly and easily, saving you time and frustration. My favorite use for the cordless drill? Besides the obvious drilling holes, I use it to drive screws all the time. It's so much faster and easier than using a screwdriver. Plus, there are tons of attachments available like mixing paddles for stirring paint or epoxy. Pro tip, always have at least 2 batteries charged and ready to go. Swapping out a depleted battery for a fresh one keeps you in the flow. The jigsaw is my go-to tool when I need to make curved cuts or intricate shapes. It's like the freehand artist of the saw world. Unlike a circular saw, which we'll talk about in a bit, the jigsaw's narrow blade can move up and down, and even slightly forward and back with an orbital setting, letting you cut curves and navigate tight corners with ease. Now, when choosing a jigsaw, orbital action is a feature you definitely want to look for. It might sound intimidating, but it just means the blade moves slightly forward and back as it cuts, making for faster and smoother cuts, especially in thicker materials. Trust me, it makes a difference. You'll also want to consider the power of the jigsaw, measured in amps. Higher amperage means more power for cutting through tough materials. And just like with the cordless drill, variable speed control is essential for matching the cutting speed to the material you're working with. Don't forget about blade selection. Jigsaws can use a variety of blades designed for different materials and types of cuts. Make sure the jigsaw you choose can accept the types of blades you'll need for your projects. And here's a safety tip. Always clamp your workpiece securely before making any cuts with the jigsaw. This will prevent the material from moving around and potentially causing injury. Chapter 3. When it comes to making long, straight cuts, nothing beats a circular saw. This is the tool to reach for when you need to break down large sheets of plywood, cut lumber to size, or tackle any project that requires clean, precise straight cuts. The first thing to consider when choosing a circular saw is the blade size. The most common sizes are 7 1/4 inches and 6 1/2 inches. Larger blades can handle thicker materials, but they can also be heavier and more difficult to control. Motor power is another important consideration. Circular saws are typically rated in horsepower or amps. A more powerful motor will make easier work of cutting through tough materials. Safety should always be a top priority when using power tools, and circular saws are no exception. Look for a saw with a safety switch that prevents accidental starts and a blade guard that covers the blade when not in use. And here's a pro tip. When making long cuts, use a straight edge as a guide to ensure a perfectly straight cut. You can buy specialized guides, but a simple level or even a piece of scrap wood clamped to your workpiece will do the trick. Chapter 4. Now let's talk about smoothing things out. Whether you're prepping surfaces for painting or finishing a woodworking project, a random orbital sander is an absolute must-have. This tool is designed to leave a smooth, swirl-free finish on wood, metal, and even plastic. The random orbit part of the name refers to the sanding pad's motion. It spins in a random pattern, which prevents those unsightly swirl marks that you can get with other types of sanders. When choosing a random orbital sander, look for one with variable speed control. This allows you to adjust the sanding speed to the material and the grit of sandpaper you're using. Dust collection is another important feature to consider. Sanding creates a lot of fine dust which can be harmful to your lungs. Look for a sander with a built-in dust collection system or the ability to connect to a shop vacuum, and don't forget about ergonomics. You'll be using this tool for extended periods, so make sure it's comfortable to hold and operate. Look for a sander with a comfortable grip and a well-balanced design. Chapter 5. Don't let the simplicity of the hot glue gun fool you. This is a surprisingly versatile tool that every DIYer should have in their arsenal. Hot glue guns are ideal for quick fixes around the house, like reattaching loose trim or securing cords. They're also great for craft projects, and can even be used for light-duty bonding applications. When choosing a hot glue gun, temperature control can be a useful feature, especially if you're working with delicate materials. Different materials require different glue temperatures for optimal bonding. Nozzle size is another consideration. Smaller nozzles provide more precise glue application, while larger nozzles are better for dispensing larger amounts of glue. And as always, safety first. Hot glue guns get hot, so be careful not to touch the nozzle or the melted glue. Look for a glue gun with a safety stand that keeps the hot nozzle away from your work surface. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this list of DIY essentials helpful. Remember, having the right tools can make all the difference in your DIY projects. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more DIY hacks, tool reviews, and project ideas, and drop a comment below with your must-have DIY tool. I love hearing from you guys. Until next time, happy creating. In this bonus chapter, we'll explore some advanced DIY tools that can take your creations to the next level. Stay tuned for some expert tips and tricks. First up, we have the laser level. This tool is a game changer for precision and alignment. Whether you're hanging shelves or installing tiles, a laser level ensures everything is perfectly straight. Next, let's talk about the rotary tool. Its versatility is unmatched, allowing you to sand, cut, polish, and engrave with ease. A must-have for any serious DIY enthusiast. And finally, the pocket hole jig. This tool simplifies the process of joining wood pieces, making your furniture projects look professional and sturdy. These advanced tools can significantly enhance your DIY projects, making them more precise and efficient. If you're looking to take your skills up a notch, consider adding these to your toolkit. Thanks for sticking around for this bonus chapter. If you found this information useful, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below with your favorite advanced DIY tool. Happy creating, and see you in the next video.